Welcome to the road to 1 million US dollars, and let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today, starting on the 3-day time frame and then moving on to lower and lower time frames as the video continues. Now, as always, nothing in this video is my personal opinion. I am only sharing the unbiased technical analysis and nothing more. So as you can see on this 3-day time frame, we actually have a confirmed bullish divergence, which has been playing out over the past couple of weeks. Typically, a bullish divergence points towards us getting a break from all of this bearish price action we saw before that, either in the form of some choppy sideways price action or potentially even some bullish momentum. Now, as long as we don't get any candle closes below 86,000, the base case expectation here is still that we're either going to get some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bullish momentum on the higher time frames. Now, you can see that on the 1-day time frame, we actually held this critical level of support sitting from 92 all the way down to 90,000. However, we are right now running into a critical area of resistance, and this level of resistance is sitting from 94 all the way up to 96,000. The reason why I say critical level of resistance is because if we take a look at this 1-day time frame here, you can see that of course we had a massive downtrend, then started chopping sideways and kept getting rejected from this roughly 94.6k level. As you can see, we got rejected from this level many times before, and now we are testing this level once again. So if we're going to see a break here, potentially we could look for some kind of continuation to the upside, so long as we don't break back down inside this horizontal range. So 94.6k is the key level to look out for here over the coming 24 to 48 hours. Something else to take note of is the fact that we broke above this descending trend line here and did not break below this critical level of support. And as I mentioned in my last video, anything above this level of support is still bullish. Only if we actually break back down below this would be a big warning signal, because we do actually have a bunch of liquidity down here, but the key warning signal was a breakdown below that support, which never happened. So after breaking this descending trend line, we then got a massive bump to the upside on the lower time frames, which swept a bunch of liquidity. Now, on the higher time frame, that 1-day time frame, here we have that critical area of resistance that I showed you. So once again, that is actually the key area to break right now. However, notice how on this 4-hour time frame, we are now entering into overbought territory here. So that means that on this 4-hour time frame, while we can definitely go a bit further if we just continue bumping to the upside from here, keep in mind that we are at a bit of a resistance with limited room to the upside in terms of the RSI momentum indicator. So this is a good time to pay a bit more attention, especially on the lower time frames. Another thing to look out for is that if we actually end up breaking this and maybe trading a little bit higher, but the RSI does not make a new higher high, well, at that point, guys, we have a higher high in the Bitcoin price and we have a lower high in the RSI momentum indicator. This is what we call a bearish divergence, and typically this means that we're going to get a break from all of the bullish price action we saw before that. Usually it plays out either in the form of some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bearish momentum. Now, of course, this is not a call or a prediction that it needs to play out like that, but I will draw something like this in the chart so we can revisit it tomorrow, because if we do end up making the new higher high, then the bearish divergence is always going to be a possibility for us to actually look out for. Interestingly though, on the 1-hour time frame, there's actually no bearish divergence here, because while we do have higher highs in the Bitcoin price, we do not have a lower high in the RSI momentum indicator here, because this is also a higher high. So in this case, there's no divergence on this 1-hour time frame. There are, of course, some potential warning signals that I want to point out, but overall, guys, obviously on the lower time frames right now, this is simply trending towards the upside because we're holding above this ascending trend line right here. Moving on to the Bitcoin ETF flow tables, yesterday we actually saw a net inflow from these Bitcoin ETFs of about $100 million. So while we did see some massive outflows here over the past couple of days, we are now seeing a bit of an inflow. So hopefully throughout the rest of this week, we're going to see a continuation of these net inflows, putting up some buying pressure from these Bitcoin ETF investors. Of course, I will keep tracking this every single day, so you guys are always up to date with the Bitcoin flow tables as well. Now moving on to the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. First of all, on the 1 week time frame, you can see that earlier today we took out a big pocket of liquidity here at about 94.4 thousand, and right now in the short term there is some liquidity to the upside around this 95.2k level. But keep in mind that we also have a bunch of downside liquidity here. So for example, at around 93.3k and at about 92.6k as well. And of course, there's big liquidity just below this 90k level. But keep in mind, guys, that it doesn't make sense to be targeting liquidity down here so long as we are trading above this ascending trend line, right? Only if you start to see a rejection and you see a break of this ascending trend line here, that would be the time to actually start looking at some potential liquidity down here to be grabbed. But for now, we are just slowly trending up over time on the lower time frames. So either way, this has been today's market update. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.